What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. You already know what it is, man. Moving in these streets without being noticed. That's the way I move, and that's the way you should move, man. And I hope everybody doing well during these difficult times in the divided states of America. I said it correctly. The divided states of America, because there's no united. Everything is divided. But make sure you check out them links in the description if you want to support the channel. Like, subscribe, check out my previous videos. If you want to cop some merch, I got that merch too, moving these streets without being noticed. I got America's a Scam shirts and hats. Every shirt and hoodie come with a hat that match. And this is the America is a Scam hat and t-shirt that's on sale. You could get the full fit, 20% off full fit, you know what I mean? And if you like to be an ambassador for my brand, I could definitely send you a shirt, a hoodie, or a hat. And all I need you to do is just wear it. Send me a picture. You ain't got to pay for it. I'll ship it to you for free. Just DM me on Instagram. You know what I mean? My Instagram link gonna be right down in the description. I got that one. Let's go to another one. I got slow money better than no money, but it's all my money. I got the hat, the t-shirts, the hoodies. Got all of that, man. And I definitely send you a t-shirt or a hat so you could wear it, and you can send me a picture of you wearing it. That's all I ask, you know what I mean? But you get the hat or the shirt for free. And if you like the merch and you like the slogan and you like the movement going forward, you could definitely purchase and always get 20% off of each purchase, you know what I mean? With a code. I got let the grind do the bragging, because that's what I do. I let my grind do the bragging. I don't be talking out here arguing with niggas. I'm not wasting my time with these motherfucking waste of sperm ass motherfuckers, you know what I mean? So I let my grind do the bragging. Just like I say, slow money better than no money, but it's all my money. I work for myself, you know what I mean? I own my own shit. My music, my website, my vehicle. I rent my crib. I don't own a crib yet. My business, I got business credit. I got good personal credit. I'm leveraging, you know what I mean? It's a process, you know what I mean? I'm building from the ground up, people, so bear with me, man. But if you fuck with the brand, you already know what to do, man. But we're going to get into this video. Today's video, we're going to talk about this industry, man. A lot of these rappers I respect. I still respect them. I respect them as artists because they dope artists, you know what I mean? I'm an artist too, you know what I mean? I'm in my own lane, you know what I mean? I don't sound like nobody else. If you want to check out my music, my Spotify, my SoundCloud, my website, all of that gonna be down there in the description. You know what I mean? But I salute all rappers out there doing their thing. But half of the rappers they out there, their business ain't right. They masters is owned by their master. But we about to get into this video, man. We gonna let this guy right here speak, man, because he's saying some serious shit, man. This is some deep shit, man, because I thought a lot of niggas own their shit, but they don't, man. They write the hot songs, they create the hot songs, but they don't own their shit because they don't know the business. They not business smart. They only street smart. And being street smart and business smart is two different channels, two different paths, you know what I mean? You could be street smart, but if you ain't business smart, you always gonna get jerked and get fucked over, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to these contracts, because this is a business. And the music industry is designed for every artist to lose, man. They seem happy. Everybody look happy, smiling. Biggest cars, rented Airbnbs. They got all the jewelry, the fashion, all of that shit. But when that camera cut off, they ain't happy. They complaining. We had a few rappers complaining. But we about to get into this video because I'm yapping already. But let's get into this reaction to this video of the big homie right here talking about the music industry and Cash Money and Young Money. This shit is crazy because I grew up on Wayne. Wayne is a GOAT, but Wayne ain't know the business. Nobody wasn't trying to teach Wayne the business. Nobody teach you the business. So if you're an up-and-coming artist, man, make sure you learn from their mistakes, man. Teach yourself the business, man, because everything that look happy, glitter, and gold ain't happy, ain't glitter, ain't gold. Remember that, man. I own everything. I might not be famous, but I'm famous in the eyes of God. You know what I mean? I could do what I want to do when I want to do it. If I want to go take a trip to the Bahamas, I could go to the bank, withdraw some money, and buy my round trip ticket, book my hotel. You know what I mean? I ain't got to depend on nobody paying me, you know what I mean? Penny feed me. But let's get into this video, man. Because this shit is a sad situation right here, man.
One record label produced three of the biggest rappers who ever lived: Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki Minaj. And here's the thing that nobody says out loud: all three of them walked out of that house owning the least. The most talented label in the history of the music business. And I got robbed on ownership.
Yo, he said all three walked out of that house owning the lease. Not the house. They own the lease. And you don't even own that shit. Because when that motherfucking lease is up, you gotta go. So let's get back to this video.
Every single time. That's not bad luck. That's a system. So I'm going to walk through it this morning. I read careers the way I read a 10K. I skip the hype. I skip the streaming numbers. I go straight to the ownership footnotes because that is where the truth is hiding usually. And when you read Young Money, like a filing, one line jumps off the page. Three legends, zero of them left owning their own work outright. So today is day 333. This is the human face of the ownership thesis. Start at the top, because the curse usually starts at the top. Lil Wayne founded Young Money in 2005. It was an imprint under Cash Money, the label built by Birdman and his brother Slim. Wayne was the crown jewel and the talent scout, and he signed Drake in 2009, Nicki in 2009. He's the reason the other two are even in this conversation. And now read the footnote. In 2015, Wayne sued Cash Money for $51 million. He said the label was withholding money and sitting on his album.
Yo, that's crazy. How you gotta sue your record company when you the motherfucking person that was putting the whole company on your back? Birdman, man, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself, people. He definitely should, man. I don't give a fuck how many cars he had, how many records sold. Who owned that motherfucking contract now? Who own them records? Universal. You don't own them. That's crazy, people, man. It's crazy. Just think about it, man. How many other artists out here is in that same situation, and they out here on Instagram, on YouTube, on these award shows, and y'all think they got it good. They stressed out, and they got to continue doing what they doing. That's a job, and if they quit that job, then they don't continue living good. They got bills to pay, and they bills is very, 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 very expensive. They ain't the average working person bill. It's a celebrity bill. Some of them niggas' bills is more than 10, 20,000, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and the numbers could keep going. Thousands a month. They got something to prove. So all they gonna do is go buy material things. Sit back. Oh, I'm going shopping today. I just spent 20K on 3 bags. Nigga, these bags is motherfucking made for about $100, and you spending 20K on a bag. It's all about brand building, people. You build a brand, a name, to that status, just like Jordan. How many people still wearing Jordan? I don't even know if Jordan got the right percentage in that stock. Nike own most of that shit. And they gonna keep selling Jordan. They gonna keep selling, repeating one little new design on the sneaker and keep selling to you niggas for $200, $300, $400. And you go out there and stand online and wait for it. But you won't stand online and wait to get interviewed for a fucking job. So you can have money continuously. When you fucking retire, Social Security, you're gonna need that because the streets don't have no 401k. The streets don't have Social Security. Gang banging don't have none of that. They don't have life insurance. They don't have health insurance. They don't have none of that shit, people. All that shit got is death and jail and misleading and bullshit. And us against us, meaning black on black crime everywhere, all day, every day. Look what's going on the internet. You got Rick Ross, 50 Cent, everybody up here clowning each other. Who made the most sales? Who got the most money? At the end of the day, they all work for that man. I'm not racist, and y'all know who I'm talking about. None of them niggas don't own that shit. Nobody own nothing. I own something. I own a small business. It might not be a powerful small business, but I got the ownership. My name is on it. My address is on it. My E&I number is on it. My social is on it. My tax returns, my name is on it. Not no company. And I don't give a fuck about that shit, B. So y'all can talk about, oh, they got more money. It ain't all about more money. It ain't all about that. Because I'm living comfortable. They living comfortable, but these niggas, that comfortableness they living with comes with a whole different ball game and territory. You know what I mean? So let's get back to this video, man, because I feel sorry for like the Lil Wayne's. Drake, he fought his way out of his contract. He was still fighting because he had to sue his fucking label, Universal Records. Nicki Minaj, they just blackballed her. Jay-Z, man, I got respect for Jay-Z, but Jay-Z is a businessman. And he's doing business like them people. But he's doing business against his own people the fucked up way. Instead of keeping it right and real with them. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. It's a business, man. That's how they run their business. I don't own their business. I'm not in their business. And I ain't got nothing to do with their business, man. So we're going to get back into the video and let my man talk and explain to y'all what's going on out here with your favorite rappers. Holla at your boy, son. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you check out them links in the description. Add me on Instagram. Follow me. DM me. Let me send you a shirt. Free. All I need you to do is just put it on, take a picture, and send it back to me so I can upload it to my website. Because I'm trying to build a brand. And that brand right there, moving these streets without being noticed, was on the screen. That's it, man. And that's how you should be moving, man. And let the grind do the bragging. Slow money better than no money, but it's all my money at the end of the day. But we're going to get back into this video, man. And check out my music. That link going to be right down there in the description. Go to my website, movingwithoutbeingnoticed.com. Got everything out there. Everything up there. Go check out my boy J. Cohen. Go check out producer solo music. Man, we make better music. We make better music than artists that's out today. You know what I mean? They just being pushed by that machine that's controlling everything. That's the only reason why they hot. And they only hot because they keep that shit in y'all ear and keep that shit in y'all face where y'all got nothing to do but to accept it and call it hot. Just like that Young Miami shit, spin that shit. Boosting niggas with, they promoting boosting. You gonna go in the store and steal, and you gonna come back to the social media fucking platforms and post a pitch with that stolen shit on like you get money. Nigga, you went and stolen goods, man. You went and boosted that motherfucking Nike Tech, that polo shirt. And you come back to the hood like you front, like you get money. Get the fuck out of here, man. You a boost. You wearing a boosting outfit, man. Them stolen goods you got on, people. Fuck out of here. I ain't hating on nobody. I don't down nobody, but doing negative shit to look positive ain't it, man. And I salute all my people from my culture, man. But we got to turn this shit around. We got to reverse this curse, but that curse will never be reversed, man, because everybody is against each other. Everybody want to be in the algorithm. Everybody want to be the top topic. You know what I mean? But we're going to let Homeboy explaining about cash money and all this shit, man. Shit's sad, man, because I looked up to Lil Wayne. I used to always think, because I was in the streets at that time, I was selling drugs. I was misleading my own people. And then I woke up and said, yo, selling drugs is not going to be it for the rest of my life. I don't want to be on nobody's couch. I don't want to be begging nobody for no money when this shit don't go right no more. So I took all the money I had, saved, and I sat down and I had a fucking plan. I said, you know what? I got enough money to probably last me about 2 years, man. I'm gonna fucking act like I'm broke. I ain't getting no money no more. And I'm gonna go get me a motherfucking job. I'm gonna go back to school. I'm gonna get a business degree for 2 years. And I'm gonna change my life and I'm gonna build my credit. And that's what I did by the grace of God. Now I'm living good. I was living good back then, but I'm living comfortable now. I ain't gotta worry about the police. I still gotta worry about these niggas hating, wanna rob you, do you wrong, because they can't do right. They don't have the mindset to get up off their ass and go make $1, turn that dollar into a few dollars, you know what I mean? Because the rappers lied to them. The streets lied to them. Y'all wanted to be like these big drug dealers, Big Meech and all these niggas back in the days. Look at these niggas now, man. Big Meech is being clowned on TV. An ex-drug kingpin that made millions of dollars being clowned and became a streamer. This shit is crazy, people. This shit is crazy, man. That's why I lived and I learned. And I learned from other people's mistakes as well, man. I learned from other people's mistakes. I've been around some of the toughest drug dealers, man. And I keep saying this in all my videos, man. I might not be nobody to you, but if you come to my hood and you hang with me, you be like, nah, this little motherfucker got props, B. His background is official. And I'm not up on YouTube here bragging because I don't brag about that shit, man. Because I used to say the drug dealers made millions, but they didn't buy the buildings, man. They didn't think about the future. They thought about the moment. But let's get back into this video because I'm yapping too much. But make sure you like, subscribe, and check out my previous videos and join the movement, man. I'm moving in these streets without being noticed, man. That's the way to move, man. Everybody ain't gotta know your next move. You could be fly, but you ain't gotta be out there flaunting your shit, all that, letting everybody know your name. Just move slowly. I be walking past niggas, they don't even know. This nigga that just walked past me got bread. He got ownership. It might not be a big business, but he own, you know what I mean? Let's get back to this video. I'm talking too much.
The Carter VA finished record. One of the best rappers alive, locked inside a contract for years. And it dragged on until 2018. And then they settled. The terms are private, so I'm not going to throw a number at you. But here is what is documented. Universal, not Cash Money, signed that settlement check. Wayne got free. The album finally came out. So say that structure back to yourself slowly. The man who founded the house had to sue his way out of the house just to release his own music.
The man that found the house had to sue his way out of the house just to release new music. Did y'all hear that? I don't think y'all catching on. The man that found the house had to sue the house to get out the house just to release new music, man. I would never sell my soul, man, short. And you know what's so sad? When I was young, I was making music for a while, man. I was making music for a while. Me and my man used to go to auditions, AR-16 from the Bronx. And he went into the house. He didn't go into the house with Diddy, but he went to making a band and all that. You know what I mean? With Rain and all them other people, Babs, Chopper, and all them. He made it to Riverbank Park. But I'm glad. See, God is good. God ain't want him in that circle. Because look at all these niggas, Fredro and all these niggas. They ain't get nowhere. Sarah and all these people, Sarah and them was sleeping around. The girls was sleeping around. Because they wanted to go to the top. They wanted to be famous. They walked for a cheesecake, bro. Diddy had these people doing the unthinkable, man. They wanted fame that bad, and when you want fame that bad, you'll do anything, man. I mean, fucking anything. Not me. Not me. Not me. You can keep that fame. I'm famous already, man. I'm alive, and I'm in front of you right now, and I got something going on for myself. I'm famous, but might be worldwide famous, but I'm famous. But yeah, people, man, the things people do for fame and money, man. And they catch them when they're young. Like Meek Mill said it, they catch them around 21 to 25 when the brain ain't fully developed, and they just throwing money at them. But we gonna get into this video, man.
That is the tragedy right there. And I want to be clear, this isn't a villain story. This is a structure story. Wayne was the best in the world at the craft and a stranger to the paperwork because the system he came up in was built to keep the artist a genius on the mic and a tourist on the contract. He is the patriarch. He taught everybody under that roof how to make a hit. Nobody ever let him learn how to own one. You can't teach what you were never allowed to learn. Now on to Drake, most commercially successful artist the house ever produced. Same problem, but bigger scale, because Drake came up through Young Money and Cash Money. His early catalog got tied to that structure. The masters for his defining run, Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, Views. The albums that made him the biggest artist on the planet are not his.
Damn, did y'all hear what he said? The biggest fucking hits that he had that made him who he is today, he don't own them. That's crazy, man. I keep telling y'all hip hop is a scam. Just like America's a scam, man. Nobody don't care about you. The government don't care about you. A celebrity don't care about you. When y'all gonna wake up people to stop idolizing these people? Why y'all like them? Because they showing money. They got foreign cars, jewelry, and lots of high price fashion that ain't even made in America. That's made cheap and sold for a fortune. This is so fucked up. America is so backwards. The communities, the coaches is so backwards. It's all fucked up, man. This was designed. This shit was designed since NWA came straight out of Compton. A crazy motherfucker, Ice Cube, and that's when all the hard hip hop started becoming more commercialized, and hip hop started going in the wrong direction. And year by year, they started sliding over to new shit, to where it was came drill, where they had Chief Keef and these niggas, and everybody wanted to be like Chief Keef in Chicago. And they was out there really in the streets because they came from poverty and pain, killing each other over blocks they don't own. They was killing each other, niggas they grew up with, killing each other over blocks they don't own, just to be planted and put next to each other in the same fucking graveyard, the same cemetery. Does that make sense, people? Does that make sense? You fighting for blocks, you grew up with these niggas, you killing each other. Y'all got beef just to be planted in the same cemetery, not far from each other, dead, not coming back, DEAD, dead, gone. And no telling if you made it to heaven doing that street devilish shit. But yo, man, to each his own, man. The streets tricked the shit. The streets tricked a lot of people, man. They tricked a lot of people, and they still tricking people, man. Yo, freedom, health, and being alive is the best trophies I have right now, man. I'm alive. I'm healthy. I got health insurance. I got life insurance. I got money in the bank. I got my own business. I got a job. I got multiple incomes coming in. I'm good. I'm happy. I ain't worrying about the biggest boss, Rick Ross, and these niggas. I ain't worrying about nobody on social media what they posting a Rolex and all this shit. They posting that shit because they don't know who they is as a person. They need to post it. They need that for validation. Half of the niggas I see, they got on all this fashion. They be in the streets I be chilling with. These niggas ain't got their crib. Ain't nothing in their name. Nigga, when I leave them niggas, I'm jumping in my car. I'm going to my crib. I'm relaxing. Peace of mind. Strategizing my next plan. Trying to figure it out. Because a lot of shit that I'm trying to strategize and figure out is owned by these people. And they're not going to let me slide into their motherfucking category. That's why a lot of my music, I think my music is blackballed on Spotify, YouTube, and all that, because I got dope music. But they not gonna push that. Meek Mill told y'all, they motherfucking pay people millions of dollars just to promote dumb shit. It's crazy, people. Let's get back to this fucking video, man. Salute Wayne. Salute all of them. I ain't trying to disrespect nobody. Because they had their lane, they had their chances. They just wasn't business savvy. It was too street smart, and they had the wrong niggas around them, and the wrong niggas gassing them up. And some of these niggas that was around, they was just around for the opportunity so they could spend money on these motherfuckers. Shit crazy, man. The world we live in, man. People wake up, man. Wake the fuck up, man. Get you a LLC. Build your business credit. Look where your personal credit at. Build that shit. You're gonna need it, man. Let's get back into this video. Like, subscribe, check out them links in the description. Add me on Instagram. I still want to send you that shirt. DM me on Instagram. And you go through my website and you select the shirt you want, and I'm going to send it to you. All I need you to do is just wear it, send me the picture back. That's it, man. Holla at your boy, son.
When Universal bought the Cash Money catalog, those masters went with it. The songs that built the empire are owned by the distributor and not the artist. Now, Drake did a thing only a generational earner can do. He bought his way toward the front. From 2021 on, his newer music runs through his own OVO setup with Republic. And in 2022, he signed a fresh Universal deal. Universal, it was reported to be around $400 million. So this isn't a guy who got robbed and he stayed down. This is a guy with enough leverage to renegotiate the curse. But look at what that actually means, though. Okay? The most powerful artist of his generation still had to spend real money and real leverage just to claw toward owning his own future. And his own past, it's still sitting on someone else's balance sheet. Years ago, Drake rapped on Wayne's own record. Somebody get Larry Jackson on the phone. I need some ownership if we press and go. People heard a flex, but I heard the whole family's wound said out loud on a track. And Larry Jackson comes back at the end of the story. Third pillar, Nicki Minaj, and her story rhymes with the other two. In 2015, Jay-Z launched Tidal. A group of artists came on as equity holders of it, each reportedly gifted around 3% of the platform, which Jay-Z had just acquired for $56 million. Nicki was one of them. And then in 2021, Tidal sold a majority stake to Jack Dorsey's Square, which is now Block, in a deal reported around $297 million. So you do the rough math on 3% of that, and you're somewhere near $9 million. Nicki has said publicly she wasn't made whole. By her account, she was offered about $1 million for her share. And in 2025, she said she was owed something like 100 to 200 million and called on Jay-Z to settle it. Now I have to be straight here, okay? Because this is where being fair matters. There is a real dispute about whether the paperwork was ever finished. Steve Stout has said Nicki never signed the Tidal documents, and the corporate filings show the holding company behind Tidal was controlled by Jay-Z's entity and not split equally among the artists on that famous stage in 2015. So this isn't a clean case of a number owed and withheld. It's contested. But the contest is the point, okay? Broken promise or unsigned document, either way, the artist ends up on the wrong side of the ownership line again. And the equity got described at a press conference and never showed up in her account. Same house, same footnote, third time. And by the way, none of this is a shot at Jay-Z. You got to give the guy his due. He's the rare artist who fought his way onto the ownership side of the table, and he built a real business there, and Tidal was a genuine swing at handing artists a piece of the pipe. That's exactly why this one stings. The one platform built to close the gap is a place where an artist says the gap stayed open. This is the part that people miss. The Drake and the Jay-Z tension is not really about bars. It's about two answers to the same question that has haunted this genre from day one. Who owns the work and who controls the platform? When Wayne, a New Orleans native, got passed over for the Super Bowl 54 halftime show in his own city in favor of Kendrick, Wayne said it broke me. To his credit, he later gave Kendrick his blessing, and that grace is real. But the machinery underneath is the same machinery from every other chapter. That halftime show is run by Roc Nation.
Roc Nation run that shit, man. Roc Nation shitted on Lil Wayne, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Ain't no love in the industry, man. You don't know these people. You ain't grow up with these people. You wasn't. These people ain't your family. They business people, man. The motherfuckers don't care about you. That's why everybody in the industry, if I ever was an industry dude or been around industry people, like I be around, I got industry family, you know what I mean? But like being in the industry and being around these other celebrities, man, they not your friends. They not your homies, man. They not none of that, man. It's all business, man. And Lil Wayne should have knew better, man. Hov gonna call you his motherfucking his man, family behind your back. He got that butcher knife, about to stab the shit out of you. You know what I mean? Things of that nature, man. Even though I respect Hov, I grew up on Hov, you know what I mean? Shit, when I was young, I ain't never supposed to be in a club, in a country club, 86th Street between 2nd and 3rd. Maria Davis Mad Wednesdays, and Hov used to perform there a lot on Wednesdays. And I remember one day I was in there with my mans and them because they was getting money. And you know, back then, the bouncers respected niggas in the streets getting money. And some of the bouncers that was in these clubs was niggas from the hood, from the hood where niggas was getting money. So niggas would quickly be like, yo, they come down, all right, just, oh, I got y'all. And about 10, 15 minutes later, you going in, you know what I mean? I ain't have no ID, I ain't need no ID. My ID was the drug dealers, they was getting money, you know what I mean? That was that valid ID, you know what I mean? And I was right next to the stage one day in the country club, man. And Hov was right there, man. This was the up and coming Hov, you know what I mean? He wasn't even big at that time. Him and Dame Dash and Jazzo and them niggas was still grinding. You know what I'm saying? Hov was wearing the Hawaii shirts, the button up short sleeve shit, you know what I mean? That was memories, man. Word memories, man. And that's the time, you know, I think that's the same night some niggas got into a fight in that shit. And niggas started licking off shots. The bottles is all over the way. People was running, getting trampled on. Yo, B, I got some history in the making, man. I used to go to the tunnel. I remember Biggie Smalls asking me for a Philly blunt. I remember getting on the bus with Ice Cube and them behind the Apollo on 125th Street. When Ice Cube, after he broke up with NWA, he went on his tour by himself, America's Most Wanted. I went on the motherfucking bus with him. I seen Yo-Yo. I seen Eric Sherman. Then I was on the bus long enough where when somebody came on the bus and was like showtime for the second show, I went to the first show. So in between, you know, like intermission, you know, before the second show started, you know what I'm saying? I was walking around 126th Street, the back block, and I seen the bus and I seen my man. And he was by the bus and he got on that shit. He was like, yo, and I got on that shit, man. I was a little nigga at this time. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. You know what I mean? I'm around Ice Cube and these dudes, man, celebrities. And they said, showtime. And we all walked in through the back. I walked into the back beat to the next second show. Ain't paid. I was backstage. I didn't know what was going on. I'm young. Nobody questioned me. None of that shit. Good times, man. I had some good memories as a kid, man. LL Cool J used to come to my building on 149th Street between 7th and on 8th Avenue, 2796. Because my uncle grew up with a guy named Cornell. Cornell knew Todd. You know what I mean? And the Todd, and if anybody know LL Cool J, ask him about Cornell from 149th Street and 8th Avenue. May Cornell's soul rest in peace, man. Todd was his boy, yo. He used to bring Todd around. Todd used to come around, get out the white limo. This one, rooftop, the skating ring. They used to go to rooftop. I was a little dude just coming downstairs to bring out the garbage. Because my uncle, God bless his soul, you know what I mean, used to sell coke in the building. I don't think LL was going to buy no coke or none of that. I ain't going to put that out there like that, you know what I mean? I don't know. I was a little kid, you know what I mean? But I know my uncle and them used to sell coke, you know what I mean? But yo, man, I've been through a lot. I've been around a lot of people. I've been around Supreme. I've been around a lot of dudes. I don't glorify that shit. I grew up around preaching them. Shit. My cousin used to date AZ. I knew Rich Porter paid for my lunch when I was in junior high school, IS-10. He used to be at Miss Shirley's Diner on the uptown side. Right around the corner from 148th Street was a block, had nothing but bandit buildings, and they was selling crack in that block. And me and my boys was going to IS-10, Frederick Douglass, which was right across the street, the last stop of the 3 train on 7th Avenue, 149th Street. You know what I mean? I lived on 149th Street, but down the block on 8th Avenue. So going to school, all I had to do was just walk up the block. And we went to lunch one day, and we was over there in Miss Shirley. We ordered our food. You know, we eating. At that time, I think I knew it was Rich Porter on the phone, but it was a guy. He was on the phone, young guy, you know what I mean? Low Caesar haircut. He was on the phone. I think at that time I knew it was Rich Porter because me coming up and being from 149th Street, you know, these dudes used to come through in their BMWs and they used to know the older guys that was on my block that grew up with my family. And they was doing their thing, you know, so they knew them. So they'd come through the block, holler at niggas, you know what I mean? And I think that's how I knew him, man. We was in fucking, but he didn't know me like as a person, like and we was in Shirley's, and it was time for us to pay for our food, and we sitting there, and we asking Miss Shirley like how much, and we pulling out our money, and he just dropped the phone down, the pay phone. He dropped the phone down. Miss Shirley, I got that. Don't worry about that. I got that. He's like, y'all ain't got to worry about it. I'm paying for that. That's on me. We ain't know what the fuck it was. You know what I mean? And that was a blessing. That was another blessing right there. I mean, AZ used to date my cousin Pinky. You know what I mean? AZ still owe me a dirt bike. He used to give me money. He used to come through Grant Projects, LaSalle, 75, LaSalle, between Amsterdam and Broadway. He used to give us a little money because we used to be out there with, all the bad chicks came from Grant Projects, and all the drug dealers used to come through 124th Street between Broadway and Amsterdam. He used to come through in his Benz. He had the Mercedes Benz chain with the chain with the Mercedes Benz piece. And he used to bless us, man. And remember, McDonald's was right through the fucking projects. Walk through 75, go over there, go to Broadway. McDonald's right there, 125, 125th and Broadway. You know what I mean? The same fucking McDonald's preaching them left Rich Porter little brother finger in the bathroom. I couldn't believe it, man. I was so close to all of this history, man. I grew up around all of this history, people, man. I grew up around history. I don't glorify what I grew up around, but I grew up around a lot of history, people. I got a lot of stories, man. I could have my own show. I could make my own motherfucking biography. You know what I mean? I could make my own book. I grew up around all of them. Preaching them killed my uncle. God bless my Uncle Charles, man. Because they couldn't extort them. So, these niggas was out here taking niggas out. Now them niggas is in jail the rest of their life. Never see daylight. They'll see daylight, but they'll never see the streets again. For what? All for blocks you don't own. The blocks is still there, but you not there, bro. They killed innocent people, man. Killed innocent children, man. Rich Porter, little brother, ain't had nothing to do with that. Yo, this shit is crazy. Yo, I've been around a lot of shit, people, man. History in the making, man. But neither here and there, man. Let's get back so I can finish up this fucking video, man, about this industry, man. Lil Wayne, Birdman, ownership, Nicki Minaj, Drake, Jay-Z, all these people, man. And the list goes on and on and on. And you know what's so sad growing up? All these Eric B. and Rakims, all these artists ain't own nothing. Come to think about it today, they ain't own shit. They ain't own nothing. And a lot of these niggas was around the drug dealers, using the drug dealers' cars for their video shoots back then. Because the industry wasn't popping like that back then. Eric B. and Rakim and all these other artists that was out. We thought they was rich. They fooled me. They lied to me, man. I thought these people was rich. And you know what's so sad? When you a famous person and your family ain't rich and your family is still in the hood, you know something wrong. Because there's a lot of niggas out here right now, y'all see on social media, and y'all see up there, y'all like, oh, these niggas is rich. And if you say something in the comments, these niggas defending them like, oh, why you hating? They got more money than you. My nigga, they got more money than me, but they family is still in the hood. Look at Glorilla's sister. We're talking about how Glorilla wasn't helping her family out, and y'all ain't believe that. Y'all was saying she hating. Go get your own bag. Just because you a celebrity don't mean you could go out there and take care of your whole family. Nah. You getting motherfucking penny fed by whoever signed you. You know what I mean? This shit real, man. This shit is a repetitive cycle, man. This shit is a scam. It's a pyramid. It's a pyramid, people. But let's get back to the video. Let them finish up this video because I got to get out of here. I got to go to the store. I got to go to the gas station and get me some gas. I got to get the shape up so I can feel good, feel fresh, come back home, cook something, relax, watch TV, enjoy my one life I get to live. You know what I mean? But let's get back and let my man end up this video. And I'll be back with some more commentations.
The ownership of the moment, one more time, sat with someone other than the artist who felt he earned it. And that's why this is bigger than any two men. Young Money is the human face of the whole ownership thesis. Three of the most gifted people to ever touch this form, and all three learned the same lesson the hard way. Fame is not ownership. Hits are not equity. Being the best in the world doesn't mean you own the work. So here is where it finally turns, and it turns forward. Remember Larry Jackson, former Apple music executive, the guy Drake name checked in 2017. In 2023, he co-founded a music company called Gamma, built explicitly around artists keeping ownership of what they make, backed by serious money, reported to be about $1 billion from Todd Bowley and Apple. The entire pitch, the one thing that this house never had, structure the deal so the artist keeps the asset. Drake's relationship with Jackson goes back to his Apple Music days. Does Drake become the first member of the house to fully own his own output through Gamma or otherwise? It's an open question. So I'm not going to tell you it's a done deal, because it's not. But it would be the right ending. The prince, having bought his way toward the front, turns around and builds his door that the teacher never got to walk through. So here's the whole thing in one line. Young Money is not a story about bad luck. It's a case study in a system that took the 3 most talented artists it ever touched and made sure each one came out owning the least. Wayne taught them to make hits and never got to teach them to own because no one let him. Drake bought his way back toward the front. Nicki says she's still owed. So the lesson runs under everything that I do here. Don't count the fame, count the equity. And when the most talented house in an entire industry comes out owning nothing.
Don't count the fame, count the equity. What can you take out of the house? How much money you could take out of the house? Huh? I ain't counting the fame. You could be famous and broke. That don't add up. That shit ain't math, being famous and broke. That shit ain't a plus sign. That shit is a negative sign. That shit ain't adding up in my mind. Not in my math. Not in my math that I'm doing. Being famous. That shit ain't add up. Ain't no equity. You coming out, you own a lease. And remember, you don't even own the lease, because once that lease is up, they don't have to sign that. They don't have to renew that lease. Get the fuck out, man. We own everything, man. You worked all this hard and made all these hits for us. So my family and my kids could live good, and they could pass it down to their kids and our generational wealth of your dumb ass not knowing the business. We own it, and my family gonna continue living good. The Leos and all these other people that own. The Lucis Granges that own. Shit crazy out here, people, man. Stay focused, stay woke. That's all I tell my people. Just stay focused, not distracted, man. If you want to become an artist, man, build your brand. Sign yourself. I know you want to be famous because you think that famous life is it. You think they happy. They look happy. Their job is to look happy. Their job is to look happy. Grind. Build your own shit, man. You ain't gotta be famous, man. Just do what you want to do when you want to do it. Just like I tell a nigga, 1,000 people spend $20 with me a month. That's $20,000 of my money a month times 12. I gotta pay taxes and all that. But just think about that math. And that $20 could go from $20 a month to $30 a month to $40 a month. The more you build your fan base and get more people attracted to your brand, the more money you could make. Just think about that, people, man. You don't need to be famous worldwide. You just need a few fans that dedicated to your brain, that support you and love what you doing. Because there's millions and millions of people out here, man. But there's a lot of people out here dumbed down. They under mind control. So they say everything hot. And a lot of this shit they were saying that was hot was actually garbage. Sanitation should have been rolling through, throwing that shit in the back. Get that trash shit out of here, man. It was only hot because you was under mind control. They kept putting it in your face. They kept putting it in your ears. They kept playing it on the radio station. So you believed it was hot. Shit crazy, man. America's a scam. Hip hop is a scam. Shit crazy, man. Life is what you make it, man. Make the best of this shit, man. The streets don't have no 401k. The streets don't have no life insurance, man. And the streets don't have no social security, man. This shit crazy. I know a lot of young niggas out here, man, they just living just to smoke weed, drink, and look fresh. And some of these niggas is wearing the same outfit like 2-3 times a week. and they call themselves getting money. This shit be crazy. This shit is a joke, people.
Stop calling it a run of bad deals and call it what it is. It's the system working exactly as designed. But the good news is that systems can get rebuilt. And someone in this house may finally be building a better one. So I wrote the full forensic version of this with all the footnotes. I'm going to put it on Substack later today, Event Horizon IQ. .substack.com. Go read it. It's the kind of read, if it is, that you want more of. Until day 334 tomorrow, that's it from me. Keep putting in the work.
I heard it, man. Keep putting in the work, man. Just like I said, man, keep shining, man. Keep grinding, man. Keep God first, man. Keep the devil second. Don't keep the devil at all, man. Get rid of that nigga, man. This shit is weird out here, people, man. Moving these streets without being noticed. Slow money better than no money, but it's all my money is the motherfucking movement. Make sure you check out them links in the description. Make sure you add me on Instagram. And if you want to cop that merch, I got that 20% discount code is on my website. All of them is gonna be down there in the description of this video, man. Check out my previous videos. And if you got anything popping in this positive and you looking for support, because I support positive shit, man. Drop your links in the comment section. I'm gonna definitely click it, see what it's about, and support you if I like what you moving with. Holla at your boy, son. Moving these streets without being noticed. Slow money better than no money, but it's all my money. I'm out of here.